Yo, what's up? This is the Prof. And like I always say, if you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, then like this video and subscribe. Yo, check it out, man. People talk a lot about, ask questions and wonder what the hell is going on with the country and all the divide. Um, if you look, if you understand, if we really be real as people, think about it, man. One thing people don't like to be pushed. People don't like to be told how to live. We all got difference of opinions on various different things. And the whole thing about it is we have to come to some kind of compromise because we all gotta live here, right? But see, with all these political moves that certain groups have made, and this has been real strong coming into um the 2000s. Um, it looked like especially things started really getting heated, coming to a head. Things have always been simmering underneath, but I think a lot of things um, showed how humanity was when Obama first became president. Now you had to think and believe and understand that just because he was the first black president didn't mean that everybody was going to like it. You know, a lot of times the liberal left and the Democrats believe that what gets portrayed is they're the good guys. Like they're the guys that's always in the old Western movies with the white hats. And the Republicans are always the bad guys with the black hats. So they believe that everything that they say or whatever they try to input into, American society, it's always for the betterment of all Americans. It's what's right. Um, you know, and Democrats do things that um, are not right, just as well as Republicans do. Um, uh, that's why when the whole thing happened with Bill Clinton, for example, when um, the guy who was the owner of Larry Flint, yeah, owner of Hustler magazine, said that he was going to start coming out with all kind of details about different political figures that he knew because they were being so self-righteous condemning Bill Clinton. And he was like, wait a minute. I don't know how all these Republicans are sitting up here saying the stuff they're saying about him when everybody fucking knows that Republicans be cheating on their wives and having mistresses and doing all kind of stuff like that. You know, Bill Clinton just got caught up because, he and he probably the first person to do anything in the White House either, you know. But he just got caught up, in his situation. It's like with political parties or people that have political agendas, it's not based upon a right or wrong so much as if it applies itself to having strength in numbers. Um, the majority outweighs the minority, and whichever side can present enough strength and have enough backing, to whatever their agenda is, that's who wins, in the court of public opinion. And then it's like, those things play into votes for different elected officials or different bills that get passed or laws that come into play or things like that. But usually stuff of this nature, how it comes about is there's some individual, or maybe a group of individuals, small, it could be maybe like a small minor group of a little group of individuals, have a idea, and then they think, how can we implement this into society? But that's not based upon the betterment for the whole. That's based upon for the betterment of them and their ideology. You know, it's like a person that sits up and says, you know what? I would like to see everybody. If somebody just said, I would like to see everybody in the world, everybody has to wear a hat. Okay. Now, some people are not going to like to wear hats, or some people are not going to agree with with that everybody should wear a hat. So what I have to do is figure out a way. How can I basically get everybody to wear a hat? Okay. If you make it a law, now you're gonna be forced to do it. So it doesn't matter whether the hell you care about doing it or not. You have to do it against the law. Or you're gonna be punished in some kind of way. You see what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with right or wrong. Just because it became a law, that does not mean that that is the right way to be. That is the right thing. Everybody should wear a hat because a single individual or this little small group of people came up with this thought that everybody should wear a hat. And so now they make a law, or they get it to where now all the millions of Americans in the United States, now we all gotta wear a damn hat because they gotta pay law. It started as a ripple effect, systematically, because they kept going to different people who had power, or and influence, and they say, "Help us do this. Help us get this measure done. What can we do? How do you think we can influence people?" Blah blah blah. And then how politics go: one hand washes the other, just like they said. Okay, I'll do this for you, but you got to do this for me. So these people are. You got these politicians making all kind of backdoor deals, doing things to where it's going to benefit them and their ideologies, you know, or they could have some business dealings with certain people that they need things to go a certain way to help these business partners of theirs gain access to this, that, and the other, or control over this, that, and the other. And so I need you to move this way. And if you move that way for me, I'll move this way for you. But it's not about a right or wrong thing, but just the conversation between this group of people affects all of our lives because they systematically have to do things to brainwash the masses to make you believe in whatever agenda or ideology that they're coming up with. And they tell you that they're doing this for you, or this is for the betterment of all people, or we have to do this to stop this over here and everything. Well, the whole thing about it is everybody got their thoughts and beliefs, and everybody was raised the way they were raised. And everybody don't believe in the same thing. And you have these uh, politicians, and you have these people who have these political agendas and these political agenda-based groups trying to push their ideology on the masses and make everybody adhere to it. You have people that have all different thoughts and opinions, and they're like, "No, I don't agree with that. No, I don't like that." Shots out to JB Gunner on YouTube. He said he believed that a civil war will happen before a race war will happen, and I could understand that that you know being said based upon um you have people that's feeling like, yo man, there's a lot of people do not agree with the gay agenda. The liberals and Democrats keep acting like that's just some right type thing. Gay people, as far as their civil rights is concerned, if somebody is coming up to you because you're gay and they beat the hell out of you, they spit in your face, they harass you in any kind of way, No, that's not right. From that aspect, yes, your civil rights should be protected because you're a human being. Doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. But for you to say, hey, let's take to the schools, let's have an agenda where we take to the cartoons, different things to influence the kids, because what you're doing is you're trying to influence the next generation. See, the things that are happening are not for us. They're not for the people who are, um, you know, more well versed in the understandings of the right and wrongs of society, because we're all grown, we're adults, you know. But what that really is for the up and coming generation. That's the kids. See, um, but there's people who say, I don't want my kids influenced by stuff like that. I don't like that. I don't want my kids sitting in a classroom where you have lesbians coming here and or two gay guys and they're explaining some aspect of sexual education to my child. I don't want that. And if I don't want that as a parent, I should have the right to say I don't want that. Please let my child leave that classroom or not participate in any class that has that gay agenda based instruction going on in it. That's it, and that's all. It don't mean you have to take away the class. It don't mean like you have to stop the people from doing what they're doing. But I should have the right to say I don't want my kid involved in that. Bottom line, you know, things like that, and it should be that clear. See, we have to have an agreement or understanding that everybody thinks different. Things that are put in place in society should not just affect people to where their way of living, not just their way of living and the way that they want to live gets affected in a way that they don't agree with. And if they, you look at a lot of the entertainers now, if they speak out against a lot of different things and issues, or if they don't agree to go along and be on the pro side of certain agenda-based issues, political agenda-based issues that are the norm, that are putting out there, the defending gay rights, defending women rights, defending transgenders, defend. If they speak negatively, even if they just say, "No, I don't really agree with that lifestyle," myself. Next thing you know, this guy getting a pink slip. He's losing his fucking job. What the fuck kind of shit is that? See, it's that shit right there that makes people radical when they get tired and they get enough of all this political agenda based bullshit being pushed and rammed down their throat and basically being told you don't have no right to your opinion, your thought, or whatever. This is where it's going down, and if you don't agree with it, you're going to lose your fucking job. And that's supposed to be the punishment to stop you from speaking out against it. You know, that's not right. I'm going to talk about this some more in the next segment.